Don't sloucha and howdy do, buckaroos. How the heck are you? Damn, I'm tired. It's been a long ass day, man. Um, Took me a little bit longer to get this going, and I thought I had it ready, and then I started having issues, and it set up, and then for some reason it got lost in the system somewhere, and I can't figure out what happened. Nevertheless, I persevere. It's been a rough week anyway for everybody. Oh, there, that worked just fine. Okay, I don't know. I give up, man. Oh, shoot. Dear, can you fix that? I forgot. I just irritated my lighting director. Anyways, I digress. So I wasn't sure what to do for this one. Oh, that did not work at all. Now I just got dark. Turn that one on, see what happens. Oh, yeah, right there is better. Anyway, we're, this is a professional. Anyway, I digress. How the heck are you? I have Tom the Beer and Whiskey Whisperer. I was kind of winging this one because I didn't know what I was going to do. As I was trying to set it one up for about 10:30, but took just a little bit longer. As I said, I had no idea what products I was going to use until I looked in the fridge and saw this. Bought this in 23, actually limited release 2023. Spiced Imperial Stout aged in apple brandy barrels at 15%. That's big, man. Uh, and that's all they tell you here. Just read about it on their website. I'm not going to do that. They tell you it's best by August of 2025. So we're definitely in that range. And here's why I decided to do that. When I was looking for, I wasn't sure what the pairing would be. Then I saw that and then realized I also had I had some Laird's apple brandy. They're bottled in bond straight apple brandy at 100 proof. So I said, well, let's do this paired with that apple brandy. How about that? That makes sense. Do it not? Anyway, got some poured here. Oh man, boy, that nose is gorgeous. Wow, that's incredible. These limited release that Boulevard does are usually just insanely good. As always, we're live. If you have any questions or comments, you can put it up on the screen. I will answer almost anything. If I have any friends out there that would like to be part of the video, let me know, and I will send you a link. Oh, good God, that's delicious. Yeah. So here's what I got here. You can a spiced imperial stout. You definitely feel those imperial stout notes in the nose. Trying to find something here. I just wasn't finding it. Almost like you feel those roasted malts, like almost like a big dark malted chocolate spices. Like I said, I'm not looking up to see what they got in here, so I'm just going to guess. Kind of feels like you're getting the typical array of baking spices, right? Depending on you and how you feel spice notes, you might feel cinnamon, allspice, a nutmeg, clove, ginger. I really feel like I'm picking up small spice and ginger is what I'm feeling the most. Put a little nutmeg in there. You can feel those apple brandy notes, so you really can. You feel that slight apple tartness changing the game completely here. I'm going to set this down for a second and engage in my apple brandy here using my snifter. Oh man. This is the first I've used other products from Laird's. This is the first time I've picked up the bottled in bond, and there were some reasons involved for that. The one that I usually buy is more expensive. I didn't want to go with the lowest end, but the bottled in bonds are usually rather solid, no matter what we're talking about. Oh gosh, that's delicious because they have to be done a very specific way. Laird straight apple brandy doesn't give me any other. I was hoping they'd give me a little info, but no. Laird straight apple brandy distill, a Laird company, bottled in bond. Yeah, it's when in doubt, always go bottled in bond, right? Even some products that you might not feel are top shelf, their bottled in bond products are usually right on the money. They're usually the best products that they have. One of the best values in bourbon is the Evan Williams bottled in bond. I'm not saying it's the best bourbon out there, but I'm saying it's a hell of a value. That's nice. You feel those nice apple notes, a little bit of spice in there. Definitely feel those woody notes. You set that down. Yeah, like I said, I had no idea what I was going to do for this particular video. I just opened my magical beer fridge out there. So what do we got? And I honestly forgot I had this one. I pulled it out of the back there. So, oh shit, that'll work. As soon as I saw this, I said, damn, I got that apple brandy. That'll be perfect for tonight's endeavor. Oh man. Oh, mercy, Percy. So, how is everybody doing tonight? I'm hanging in there. Like I said, I had a long couple of days at work yesterday and today, and I was really tired. My body was really hurting tonight, man. I was in a lot of pain. But I opted for alcohol instead of muscle relaxers. Everything was really hurting today, man. I come home, I relaxed, came home, uh, found a fireplace on the TV. Had a nice fireplace, warm up, put my moose jammies on. Anyway, slugger. Oh, I'm gonna top this off to try to put some head on there. Maybe and get that lid back off again. The rest of it in there. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just gorgeous. It is rather easy to drink at 15%. You would never know. Obviously, you're going to taste some alcohol is 15%. Um, but this is nowhere near boozy or hot. It is just gorgeous. And keeping it around an extra year probably didn't hurt anything. And I would say another year would smooth out some rough edges, but truthfully, there are no rough edges. This is absolutely gorgeous, man. It is the easiest drinking 15% beer I've ever had. Yeah, this is absolutely brilliant. Not as viscous as you might think it would be at that ABV. You do feel those big imperial stout notes. But that apple, I have a feeling that apple brandy, I don't know. I wouldn't say thin it out, but it gives you the impression, the flavors and aromas that it imparts really makes it extremely approachable. Oh, fuck me. And the horse I rode it on. That's delicious. I am going to set that back down a minute and return to my brandy. Yeah, I was gonna go some whiskey. I'm gonna find something to pour nice, 2 or 3 ounces of whiskey with. But then when I picked up that beer, so that's it. That's the winner. Nice fall. Let's think apple, baby. Think apple. Anyway, I digress. And that really is good. Gosh almighty. Let me check something real fast. What did I put there? Make sure something's working here. Bear with me. Been a long week for everybody, I'm guessing. Sure, everything is working there. Here we go. Yep, everything seems to be working. There we go. All right, let me set that back down. Oh, gosh, this is done. I haven't visited the Boulevard Brewery in quite some time. In fact, it's been probably over 2 decades, to be honest with you, and a lot has changed since then. Last couple of times we were in the Kansas City area, where I like to hit the smaller breweries. No disrespect to Boulevard because they've always done great stuff, but I really like to hit the small ones. But I really ought to get down there. It's been a very long time since I've been to Boulevard. But I mean, I tend to try to stay off the beaten path, right? It's not that I don't want to go to the most popular or the biggest breweries, but I'm always trying to find those unsung breweries, the small ones that are kind of out of the way that folks might not know about. So I'm always searching for those. I love the smaller breweries. I want to really help them as much as possible. But then every time I have a beer like this, I think, damn, that's just amazing. The brandy. Let's try the brandy or Applejack, if you will, as some refer to it as. This is really wonderful. That's nice. I can't remember the name of the other stuff. It's their one up their anniversary or I don't know whatever they call it. I don't remember now, but that's what I had last year. But I didn't want to spend quite that much money. Like I said, I didn't want to go to their most inexpensive product. And the bottled and bond kind of fit right in the middle. Like I said, you typically can't go wrong with bottled and bond products because they have to be done a very specific way. And with a lot of products, and I'm not going to mention any names here, but with a lot of products, their bottled and bond is a better product than others that they have at a higher price. Because you can't fool around with a bottled and bond. Again, it has to be done a very specific way. It has to be aged at least 4 years. It has to be bottled at 100 proof. Single distiller in a single distillery season. They're just rules that have to be followed, which is why you usually get a very consistent product with bottled and bond, and you might not with some of their other offerings. Uh, see, and I hold the glass here. I can see the fire in the reflection on the glass. Gosh, if I'd have had a special kind of mushroom, this would entertain me for hours. Holy crap! If I'd have taken a couple of hits of something, oh, yeah, that would have. Hell, it's amusing me now. That is wow. I move that glass and the fire changes. Okay, Tom, maybe that 15% is starting to kick in. I don't know, but I don't remember ever noticing that before. But wow, that's just entertaining the hell out of me. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of turned into twisted and fire changes. Man, I'm sure taking a couple hits of something that would be really fucking entertaining. Anyway, I apologize for the frivolity. It's like I said, it's been a long motherfucking week, and I'm tired. My feet hurt. I had to come home and take a shower. I was hurt so bad. Sometimes that helps. I didn't want to take any drugs, so I knew I wanted to drink. Because you can't do both. Well, you can, but you shouldn't. I don't. Uh, and I'm really irritated that it gets dark at 5 o'clock. That shit's pissing me off to no end. It's time to abolish daylight savings time. There is no longer a need for it. Most folks are no longer knocking out 30 kids to work the farms. You don't need that anymore. Let's start abolishing archaic institutions like daylight savings, the electoral college, things that no longer make sense, and favor the oppressor. Oh, gosh. Which is exactly why neither will ever be repealed because they favor the oppressor. Oh, man, this stuff is gorgeous. 15% is awful big. You get a lot of beers about 10, 11, 12. A lot of this series that Boulevard does runs big, but 15 is monstrous. And you, again, I mean, it never gets to hot. You're going to taste some alcohol, it's 15%, but to me, the word boozy implies that it's off-putting. Somehow it distracts from the beer. And this does not. This thing is put together so exquisitely well. Ooh, my cart there. You all know it's my TV anyway, right? I'm not trying to fool you. I'm so OCD. I like to have it look a certain way. Sometimes my Tourette's gets the better of me. I'm going to put that down for a second. I love the way these two products work together, though, and I've said this before that when I do a beer and whiskey pairing, hey Gabriel, how are you? I'm gonna post a comment. You said hi. You tell me what you're drinking if you like. Good to see you too, man. Like I said, you can post what you're drinking if you like, or we can chat about whatever if you got a question. When I do beer and whiskey pairings, I'm not necessarily looking for like flavors. I'm looking for complementary. When I did this one, it was mostly because obviously that it was aged in apple brandy barrels. So that was our common denominator. That was our link. But obviously this is straight apple brandy. This is an imperial stout. So I was hoping those flavors would kind of come together. But the apple brandy barrel really comes through in this particular beer. So when I pair it with this particular product, the straight apple brandy, which gives me more apple, right? And then I set it down and I focus on the imperial stout. It almost mellows out the imperial stout notes and really brings out the apple of the apple brandy notes from the barrel here. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, well, there you go. Well, tell him the beer whisperer said hi. I haven't talked to him in a while. Tell him I said hi. Need to figure out a video together one of these days. But anyway. Uh, oh man, that is good. I'm trying to set it up so I finish them both right about the same time. So that's why I set that beer down to focus on this brandy just a little bit. So, anyways, oh man, I gotta take a breath. Probably get a little bite to eat after this video. Sometimes I do two on a late Friday or Saturday night. But this is a big beer. That's 15%. So I'm gonna take a few minutes and let's see how much that hits after I finished it. Grab a little bite to eat. And then we'll see if I come back. But I gotta tell you, I'm the fact that I'm so enthralled by looking at the fire on my glass. That's just I am just looking at the I can move it this way and the fire goes up, this way it goes down, and we're gonna change the fire a little bit. I'm listen, my anyway. My apologies for the frivolity. Anyway, I better wrap this up. Man, it is entertaining as hell, though. I've never noticed that on a glass pour. This is really. I can see the fire on the glass. I never noticed that before. That's really interesting. And then I just got a little fire. I turned this way. Now I got a big fire. It's going right to the top of the glass. You bring it back, Tom. I'm Tom the Whiskey Whisperer. Even though I'm not drinking whiskey, it is apple brandy. So we're just going to skip to the end. Let me show you this bottle one more time. Limited release, 23. Spiced Imperial Stout, Asian Apple Brandy Barrels. I gotta tell you, this thing is, man, if you've got one of these hiding somewhere, wow, if I could ever find one again, I would definitely buy it. It is insanely good. I gotta tell you, man, it's crazy. Yeah, I could see it in this glass too. How about that? I thought that glass was just magic, but this one works too. I have Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist. Prolific beer drinker, perfect wisdom, man. Look at that fire. That's just current. Wow, that's just enthralling the hell out of me. I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all right, good guys, Sláinte. Thanks for tuning in.